What up, everybody? So I got one of these tabletop things that I do. So this is my review of the Daming DM007 Spy. Quite a name. So this comes with all black props. These are props that I put on for orientation because where I fly, the black bodies blend in pretty well, and I was hoping to make it a little more visible on camera. So this thing looks awesome. It's kind of similar to the F181. It's got that Cylon look. Very, very cool looking. Uh, so let's talk about the bad real quick. This thing's pretty heavy and it seems a little underpowered, and the motors are quite large, kind of a weird shaped motor. But it seems like it would benefit from some larger props. These props are tiny. They're like, here's the Hubsan here. They're about the same size as the Hubsan, and they seem like it seems like this would benefit greatly from some bigger props, but it has these prop guards on it. I guess this is mainly made for the camera. It is the camera quad. I know you can buy it without the camera, but maybe they made the props smaller for battery life, or I'm not really sure why they did that. But because of that, it's slightly underpowered, so it fights wind okay. It doesn't do horrible in the wind, but it does get pushed around a bit, and sometimes the turns, it'll fall a little bit in fast turns. So, it's a very nice flying quad. Don't get me wrong, most of my gripes are with the how it's underpowered, and the yaw is just a tad slow, but it's a very nice flying quad. I like it very much. I like to fly it. I think it's really fun to fly. It's smooth, but there are some bad sides to it. So the underpoweredness for how heavy it's pretty heavy, and when you put the feet and the camera on it, this thing is all you're gonna want to really do with all that stuff attached to it is fly it high and take pictures, because it's very smooth to take pictures. It takes pretty good video for these toy quads. The video's not bad. Not It's because of how smooth and stable this is. There's not a lot of jello, barely any at all actually. But when you have everything attached, it doesn't perform well. Like, you can't sport fly this with everything attached, because it's so heavy, and the turns and stuff, it'll just want to kind of drop. So if you want to sport fly this as much as you can, strip everything down like I have here, and it flies pretty good. Another one of the bad things is, to me anyway, is this LiPo. It's a 7.4 volt, 380 milliamp 2 cell, and it's only 380 milliamps. It seems like it should be, for the weight of this battery and that, it just seems not a lot. You don't get super long flight times, and there's not a lot of other batteries that'll fit in there, and it has to be 7.4 volts. So that's kind of I like the quads where all the batteries are interchangeable. It just makes it easier for all of us that have a bunch of batteries already, but this one is definitely different, so it's kind of a bad thing. So then, the yaw isn't fast. It's not painfully slow, but it's not very quick. It's decent. It does pretty nice funnels actually, and the turns you can get pretty tight. But this isn't a speed demon at all. The pitch isn't very deep, and it seems a little underpowered. You're not going to get super fast with this, but it doesn't go slow. It's like a intermediate speed probably, but it's very nice to fly. So So I'm trying to just give a little good in with the bad, just because it's it's a very nice flyer. I really like this, but I only strip down. And then the prop guards are actually the motor covers. They do come off, but they actually cover the motor and protect it. And I haven't flown it without the prop guards. I suspect it would be much better. So most likely these are going to get clipped off, so I can keep the protection on the motors. But I really want to fly this without the prop guards because I think it would be much better. But I haven't done that yet because I wanted to get the review done first. So the good is that, oh, sorry, one more bad thing. It doesn't have lights. It has blue here, and it has blue and red back here, and they kind of flash. This is not really a night flyer. You can't really see it. I mean, I guess if you're flying in a street or something with overhead lights, it wouldn't be so bad because you could still see the pitch. But for night flying, this isn't great. Those are the only lights you get. So here's the transmitter, and it's a pretty nice transmitter, a hobby style transmitter, similar to um, the X5C controller, and the camera is the same. So you got video down and take a picture up, and it does have a LCD screen, so you can see when those things are on. It has two rates. The rates are over here. It's got high and low. That's it. One yaw. The yaw doesn't change. And then this is the flip key, so you flip it and give input, and it does very nice flips. They're like perfect flips. I mean, sometimes you can't even tell you flipped. It flips so fast and is in the same place. It has awesome flips. So it does have a nice manual too. At least the one that I got. I don't know. Sometimes they're back and forth, but it's all English. And I like the ones that have these grayed out areas because I always read them, and it always tells you really, really good information that you probably need to know. And I think this has, I thought it had headless mode, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought I got it caught in headless once. Does it have headless mode? I can't tell. I don't use headless, and sorry if it does have headless. I can't remember, and I can't tell you about it if it does because I didn't try it. But I would suspect, because there's no GPS or anything in this, that it works well for a little while. And then they all gradually kind of start drifting off their original heading. So the transmitter is nice, though. It feels good in my hand. The sticks are loose. It's real responsive. So that's a good thing. It does come with the feet, and you have to have these feet on it if you're going to put the camera on, because otherwise you'll land on the camera. It comes off and on pretty easy. It slides into these slots here, and then but it does have two screws, so you have to screw it on and off if you want to take it off. If you just want to sport fly this, take it off. If you want to film with it, just leave it on. It comes installed. So it's a good camera quad, though. I gotta say that. For a toy, they're really good. Comes with a full set of spare props and a USB card reader. The 2 megapixel, this is the 2 megapixel version. I know they have a 5 megapixel. This one's 2. Takes pretty decent photos. Does come with a screwdriver. And it has no on-off switch. So you plug it in, and I found that if you don't push the battery cables up forward, maybe it's just mine, but when I do it, if you don't push them down like up here at the back, the back, it won't bind. Like mine wouldn't bind. if I have the cables like laid out, you know, this way across the battery. For some reason it wouldn't bind, but maybe it's just mine, but that's what happened to me. So this thing's a really nice flyer. I like it. It's cool looking. It's, you know, pretty fast. It's not a speed demon, but you can get it going not too bad. It's probably comparable to the X5C as far as speed and yaw. The yaw's maybe just a tad faster than the X5C. It looks cool. I got this from Fative Toys, and I'd like to thank them. And then, you know, I'll put a link in the description for this if you want to check it out. And I think that's about all I got to say for it. I really like this. I had low expectations for this because I know that it's not super fast, but when I got it, I actually, maybe that's why I like it, because I didn't have a lot of expectations for it, but I actually really like this quad. And it's very durable. It seems very tough and made well. So, you know, if you want to have an easy flying experience, I think beginners and intermediates, this is perfect for you. If you just want to start learning how to use a camera quad and you haven't done it before, this is a perfect place to start. Very stable, very nice flyer. The advanced people probably, you know, if you just want speed, you know, unless you want this really cool design, you know, this probably isn't for you. But beginners and intermediates, for sure, this thing is awesome. So alright, let's go check out the flight demo of it and we'll call it a review. Alright guys, so been trying to get find an angle where you can see this black body. Everything kind of camouflages it out here, so I'm going to try to do it right here in front of the fence. This is the flight demo of the DM007. You can recalibrate the accelerometer by holding both sticks down and to the left, and you'll see it flash, and then you're ready to go. So this is on the low rates. So hopefully it shows up on camera, hovering right here. This is a very stable quad. There's some throttle control there, but very stable. So this is low rates pitch. Kind of fighting the wind a little. Hopefully you can see that. Not a lot of pitch and low. And here's the yaw, and it's only got one yaw rate. And the wind's blowing it. The wind's blowing from my left, so that's not the quad, that's the wind. So there's the yaw. And it's not a fast yaw, but it's not super slow, so it's alright. It's not too bad. So there's the pitch again. The pitch and roll on low. Alright. So here's high rates. Pitch. I got someone coming in the driveway. That's high rates pitch and same yaw. So there's the same yaw. And then let's check out some flips. What's up, man? Doing a video demo. Alright, let's check out some flips here.
Whoa! Holy cow, no way.
Flips real nice. Does real fast, tight flips. So, just take it for a little spin. Hopefully it comes out on camera. Now this one's hard to see with the black body. Does real nice funnels, even though the yaw is kind of slow. Try to keep it up in the blue part. This thing's a nice flyer though, so really been liking it. Alright, I think that's good enough for the flight demo. So that's the DM007. Alright, thanks.